Welcome back to AfterDark Stories. Tonight, we journey into the vast, silent deserts of Qatar, a place where the sand hides secrets older than memory, and the wind carries voices that do not belong to the living. This is the story of the whispering woman of the dunes, a presence said to haunt lone travelers, calling their name even when no one should know they're there. Settle in, turn down the lights, let the sand speak. They say the first sighting happened decades ago, when Bedouin herders spoke of a woman dressed in black, wandering the dunes long after sunset. She never walked toward their camps. She never raised her head. She just appeared, silent, still. But the strange thing was this: even though she said nothing, her whisper could be heard, as if carried by the wind, as if spoken from inside the listener's own mind. Some believed she was the spirit of a woman who went missing during a desert storm, a storm that swallowed caravans whole, leaving no trace behind. Others claimed she wasn't human at all, but something ancient the desert created to guard its secrets, an elemental force given form. No one agreed on who she was, or what she wanted. But everyone agreed on one chilling detail: if you heard her whisper your name, you were already too close. One of the most terrifying encounters came from a man named Nasser, an experienced off-roader who'd decrossed the Qatari desert hundreds of times. He knew the dunes like the back of his hand and feared nothing. One night, after a day of dune bashing with friends, he decided to camp alone, seeking the profound silence that only the deep desert can offer. He set up his tent near an old, half-buried stone marker, something he assumed was just a relic of a forgotten settlement, a silent witness to a time long past. By midnight, the winds died completely. The silence was heavy, unnatural, as if the entire desert was holding its breath. And that's when he heard it, Nasser. A whisper. Soft but impossibly clear, close to close. He unzipped the tent, his heart pounding, expecting to see one of his friends playing a prank, but there was no one. Just endless, rolling dunes under a moonless, star-dusted sky. Then he saw her. Standing on the crest of the highest dune, a dark silhouette draped in black, her hair whipping in a breeze he couldn't feel. She didn't move. She didn't look at him. But the whisper returned, this time louder, more insistent. Nasser. He felt the name vibrate in his chest, as if the sound was coming not from the dune, but from inside him. A cold dread, sharp and suffocating, washed over him. Terrified, he scrambled back into his tent, fumbling to zip it shut. But the whisper followed. It was inside with him now. Come closer. It coaxed. Follow. The sand outside began to shift, a dry, grating sound, as if something was circling the tent, dragging, pulling, waiting. Then, as suddenly as it began, there was silence again. And even deeper, more unnerving quiet than before. Nasser gathered what little courage he had left and sprinted to his car. The moment he reached the headlights and fumbled for his keys, the whispers erupted, no longer a single voice, but a chorus of them, furious and echoing all around him. He didn't dare look back. He slammed the car into gear and drove through the darkness, the sandstorm rising behind him as if the desert itself was enraged, chasing him. Just before he reached the safety of the main road, he risked a glance in the rearview mirror, and there she was, standing on the roadside, perfectly still, watching him leave. Her face was still hidden in shadow, but her whisper carried across the empty desert, a final, chilling promise. Next time, don't run. Those who camp in the Qatari desert today still report hearing faint voices on the wind at night, sometimes calling their name, sometimes repeating words they can't quite understand. The locals believe the whispering woman appears as a harbinger of disaster, a warning of shifting dunes, sudden sandstorms, or quicksand that can swallow roads without a trace. But others say she isn't a warning at all. She's a lure, a siren's call to step deeper into the dunes, to join her in that timeless, trackless place where no footprints remain and no wind can carry a scream. One thing is certain: once you hear her whisper, you never forget the sound. It becomes a part of your own silence. So, if you ever find yourself camping beneath the Qatari stars, and you hear your name carried across the sand on a wind that doesn't blow, don't answer. Don't look. Don't step outside. Because the desert is ancient, and she is still wandering. This has been another tale from AfterDark Stories. Thank you for listening. Sleep, if you can.